So this is something that I created back in 2014, actually, when I was trying to figure out in society who has the responsibility and who has the entitlement. So I just went through and created a really, really rough chart of that. And obviously, some of this is going to be controversial, and some like I didn't include anywhere in here where it talks about like orphans and stuff like that. So obviously it could be expanded and included more categories and stuff like that. But I just thought that this was the pretty much rough draft of something I could build on in the future. Um, and obviously, when it comes to some of this stuff, we would have to deal with like definitions. Um, but I think for the most part, it is pretty self-explanatory. Where the difference between babies and children is exactly the same, except for babies need diapers and children need to obey their parents. And obviously, difference between students and children are exactly the same, except for um, students are entitled to an education. But they also have the responsibility to learn. So there's, stuff like that. Um, for the longest time, I did have a category in there for elderly, but I deleted that because they're the exact same thing as adults and parents, except if they do become disabled, then they'll just be added to the disabled list. So I think that this is a pretty good chart about where you are located in society and what you should be entitled to and what is your responsibility. And one thing that kind of sucks is that when you are a parent or when you're an adult, you don't have too many entitlements, but your responsibilities are pretty broad, as you can see. Because obviously, if you're a parent, then you have the responsibility to take care of one, two, three, six, and seven. But yeah, obviously, this is something that if I spent more time on, I could expand it and include some categories and include some nuances and stuff like that. But for the most part, this is a pretty good chart of how I believe society should be currently set up.